Hello everyone. So we are here with a real-time coaching session or a tool which can be used for your own organization or for your own communication with your fellow beings, and it has some really great pointers put together. So I would also take you to one by one steps, and we will try to summarize in the description box as well all the points which are covered and which are very important in the context of a real estate. So what we're trying to withdraw is life development or real estate, how they go hand in hand. So when you try to take a when you start the planning process of the building, what would be your first step is making things on paper. And once things are on paper, you go to in the execution mode. And same works with our life. Make sure you write down things on paper and then go for the execution mode. And it has worked really well for me because whenever I'm into the thinking zone, it takes a lot of time. And when I sit with the pen and paper, everything comes out and then I go to the execution mode. So that is point number one. Point number two is when you build a building, imagine 5-story building or 15-story building, you take a couple of stories for yourself and for your extended family, and the rest you can put it on rent, which can give you an recurring income, which can be in the real-time scenario. If you see, you can try opening for multiple source of income rather than just depending on one source of income, and it will eventually come to you. So I've been in the industry for last 10 years now. I have started getting 4 or 5 source of income now. People are approaching me, hey, can you just help me with this franchisee work? Can you help me with getting more enrollments for certain programs? So it will come your way. So be open to it, be receptive to it, right? Now the third point is when you build a building, what is the most important thing? Putting up the foundation. If your foundation is not strong, things will go really crazy later on. So make sure you set up your foundation very, very nicely. Now, I guess certain ingredient for your foundation is obviously you can learn from some big shots, but for me, I guess the biggest foundation is trust, transparency, openness. Set these core values in your business, in your real life. Start moving ahead with that, or probably work around your core values if possible, because once you know about your core values, you can surely empower yourself and others around you. So this is another point I want you to share. Now let's see what is a major point I should say. So when you're in a process, you have allocated a budget, you've got the raw material, but if you don't go into the execution modes, things will not take a shape. So it is very, very important that you start taking action. I've been there, I know, for quite a while when I was just thinking that I will set up this, set up that, XYZ. But no, here on, what I make sure is I go more into 80% of the execution mode, 20% into thinking mode, because that has really served me a lot to summarize my journey so far. So this is another very important point, that take action. I should say take massive action, and that will surely give you more and more results. Because I remember when I got a chance to attend Sandeep Maheshwari's show, there were so many people who have applied multiple times but still didn't got it. But somehow I applied it with a strategy and I made it in the second attempt. So it is important that you take action probably rather than just sitting that I will one day go for XYZ. So that is what I want you to communicate. Then another thing is when you go for a real estate outlook, you always make sure that the property is increasing its value every day. So can this be implemented to your life? Can you make sure that you increase your value every day? Can you go and work with a mentor or a coach? Can you work on your polishing of a skill or skill development or whatever, XYZ? Start building on that. That is also very, very important criteria. So yeah, what I was saying again is the boundaries. So when you start constructing a home, you just don't, obviously you make a overall layout and everything, and then you start putting the boundaries there, because there should be always a boundary of kitchen and bedrooms and other things, or the meeting hall or working hall. So make sure you start implementing boundaries in your life. So there are multiple types of boundaries. You can have a deep discussion and deep thinking process on this. There are time boundaries, there are emotional boundaries, there are physical boundaries. Start keeping those boundaries in your system. If somebody is just stealing your time, keep a time boundary. See, I have 15 minutes. Please share whatever you want. Be open to them as well, but make sure that you don't pass on all your time to them, so that it doesn't go in a meaningful way. And then another point is Power supply system. So when you start doing a power supply system, there's a 1 point unit which supplies whole energy to the system, correct? So this has to be done meaningfully in our life. In example, like your whole body, your whole team, when you are operational, you have to make sure that all the functions are operational. Dysfunction doesn't happen or take place. So make sure it is a very, like even relationship, right? It's a very, very, fragile thing. So we have to make sure that you handle it very carefully, and the planning has to be done in a very advanced manner, in outlook manner, because if one line goes wrong, the whole power supply can, get corrupted there. So make sure you do that as well. Then I was saying, a beautiful thing which I'm working around is minimalistic way of living. What I mean by that is currently, I have also heard and learned about it that our focus and awareness are limited. So make sure the things around in your room or in your home are to the basic minimum level, so that your focus should go only to the limited items, right? So that can be another thing. Maintenance and development. If you take an example of a real estate or a building, every frequently, the maintenance should happen there. Otherwise, it will start decaying, right? So make sure you take breaks in your life, like every 6 months, 3 months. Go probably for a tour, go for a retreat where you can sit and just have an internal time. Just understand more of yourself and start coming out with great realization and give wisdom to the people around you. So these were the major topics. And another last topic was about the accountability and the surroundings. Now, when you are around a real estate, there can be events, there can be things coming up around your place which can lower down the value of your whole project or your whole entity. So you have to take an accountability there that it should not happen. Like even in your life, if somebody is coming just to take away the negative energy or giving you negative energy, you have to make sure you set some limitations there, give them total clarity that, this is not working out, and move away and start taking better steps, or probably do right associations in your life, right? That is what I mean by here. The accountability part, or surroundings and context. So if your surrounding is not getting the right people, like imagine, for example, let me put a positive example. So you have taken a real estate, just imagine the McDonald's come next to you, or some good temple come next to you. So obviously there'll be more people visiting your place nearby and all. And it will obviously increase that, value of that place. So in this context, I'm telling, it is our responsibility. The right things should come around us rather than, any wrong thing which can determine your value. So stay awesome. And I would also summarize in the context and description session. Do share how you loved about this video. What is your thing, and do share it with your friends so that they can have this meaningful learning. And I will make sure to add more such context from different objects in our life, like tree I'm working around right now, and many more such contexts which can enlighten us. Have a great time ahead. Keep rocking. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay awesome. Stay connected.